Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your patience for the last couple of weeks. I haven't been posting on YouTube. I really needed a short break from YouTube. It was getting very hectic for me for kids being home, and I'm juggling with so many tasks all at the same time. So I really needed a break. I also took this time to relax and spend some quality time with my family and enjoy the last month of summer that we have left. Kids are soon going to be back at school, so I really needed to take this short break to spend some time with them. Now I am back and I will try my best to post regularly on a weekly basis. If not, I may take another mini short break before kids are back to school in September. So thank you so much for your patience. I hope you understand. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 3 easy breakfast ideas that you can prepare in advance or while on the go. These are high protein breakfasts that you can have if you're trying to build muscles on a whole foods plant-based diet. As some of you know, I follow a high carb, low fat lifestyle as per Dr. John McDougall's book, Start Solution. That is the way I eat majority of the time to maintain my current weight. However, recently my fitness goals have changed and I really want to focus on adding more muscle mass to my body, and therefore I am trying to incorporate more protein-based meals. If your goal on this way of eating is to gain some lean muscle mass, then feel free to enjoy these 3 breakfast ideas that I will be sharing with you. If your goal is to lose weight and maintain healthy weight, then you can also incorporate these breakfasts. You can just simply omit the protein powder in some of the recipes, but other than that, you can easily use these same breakfast ideas to maintain your healthy weight or to lose weight. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Currently, peaches are in season and I'm absolutely obsessed with peaches and cream overnight oats. To begin, I'm going to chop up a fresh peach and cut it into small pieces, and then I'm going to add about half a peach to the bottom of the jar, and then I'm going to add oats on top. I'm going to add about half a cup of oats to this. These are gluten-free oats. Feel free to add more if you like. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of chia seed and 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder. Feel free to skip protein powder if you are not worried about your protein intake at the moment. And then I added the other half a peach to a blender, and then I'm going to roughly blend it with half a cup of soy milk and half a cup of water and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. And then once it's blended, then I'm going to add it to the jar and give it a good mix. This is the key. You want to blend the peach to have that flavor to these oats. And then this is the yogurt I am using, and I'm adding about 2 to 3 tablespoons of that on top. You don't want to stir that in yet. You just want to leave it on top and then add your peaches on top. When you eat these oats in the morning for breakfast, you will honestly feel like you're having dessert for breakfast. They taste so good. And the key here is blending the peaches and also to use a good quality yogurt. I found this soy yogurt, so feel free to experiment with the types of yogurt you like. And sometimes you can also add mango to this mixture as well. I sometimes like to use half mango and half peach, and that combination really tastes good as well. So do let me know in the comments if you try this recipe. So for our second breakfast, I am making steel cut oats with TVP. This is a great option to use if you don't like using protein powders. I've made this type of recipe before on my YouTube video where I was using bulgur, but here I am using steel cut oats. And you can add as many carrots as you like. I like to use lots of carrots, so I've added tons of carrots to this. And then I'm going to use some frozen strawberries and frozen blueberries to add to my oats and keep that aside while oats are cooking. I also like to add defatted peanut butter on top of my oats, but if you don't like that, you can skip this step. I'm using about 2.5 tablespoons of defatted peanut butter here, and I'm adding some water to give it the consistency that I like, and I'm going to keep this aside while oats are getting cooked. As you can see, oats are almost done. I added about 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. You can add as much as you like. And then I poured the oats on top of my frozen berries, and I'm going to add my peanut butter on top. These taste so good. You will not be able to taste TVP in these oats, I can promise you that. Give this recipe a try, and because we've added TVP to these oats, they are very filling and satiating. If you like savory breakfast, you're going to enjoy this tofu burrito for breakfast. These are all the ingredients that I will be using, and this is black rock salt to give it that eggy flavor. And to this burrito, I'm going to add some peas, onion, and kale. Feel free to switch out with any veggies you like. And to begin, I'm going to chop up my onion and start to saute it on a frying pan on a low heat. I'm going to use my vegetable broth to saute the onion, and I'm going to leave it to saute for about 5 to 7 minutes. Once onions have browned, I am going to crumble my tofu in the same frying pan, and then I'm going to add all my spices and some peas and cook that for about 5 to 6 minutes. And I'm going to use some vegetable broth to cook this on a low heat. Tofu and peas have been cooking for about 5 to 6 minutes, and now I'm going to add my kale and some more vegetable broth and give this a good mix and let the kale wilt. I will cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes. And once this is done cooking, I am going to add kala namak, and then I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast and give that a good mix again. And then at the end, I'm going to squeeze some lime juice on top and give that a final mix, and then we're ready to prepare our burrito. To make my burrito, I am going to use these Ezekiel wrap. I always keep them in my freezer. You can feel free to use whatever wrap you like. Then I'm going to assemble my burrito by adding the tofu mixture, sriracha, and this is cashew cream that I made, and I thinned it out quite a bit. Feel free to omit this, but I highly recommend adding some. It only adds about 30 calories to this meal. And then I'm going to heat up the burrito on the stovetop. Instead of wraps, adding potato fries to this meal is another option. I am using pre-steamed potatoes here. It's better if you use cold potatoes, but I didn't have any, so I just quickly steamed some potatoes, and I'm chopping up in small pieces, and then I'm going to air fry them with my seasoning on top. For seasoning, I am just adding some garlic powder, Cajun spice, and salt, and then I'm going to air fry at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes till they really turn crispy. Wrap is a great option to have if you're on the go or you need to take this meal with you to work. But other than that, if you are at home, I would personally take potatoes over wraps any day. But wrap is really tasty as well. I am going to spice it up by adding more sriracha on top because I like it spicy. Feel free to skip that. And then I added some more cashew sour cream on top and some fresh chives. And that's it. This meal is ready. It's easy and quick, and it is so yummy. Do give this wrap a try and let me know in the comments what you think. And here's a second variation of this meal with potato fries. Both of these meals turn out really good. I personally enjoy both of these meals. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Do you guys prefer wrap or do you like adding potatoes to your meal? That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these meals gave you some ideas and inspirations. And if it did, then please let me know in the comments which meals you will be trying. If you enjoyed watching today's video, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I am also working on a new ebook which will be coming out soon. I will be sharing 30 easy, high-protein, vegan, plant-based meals that can be put together in 30 minutes or less with very simple ingredients. I will keep you guys posted on my progress on that book. It's going to take me some time, but I will eventually get there. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you very soon on my next one.